What's going on, y'all? JT with a quick size comparisons of the new Arrma Mojave to a couple other cars. I know you guys been asking about this. I kind of went through this on my live feed, but the live feed was pretty long. So figured I'd make a quick short video real quick. So of course, on my left here is going to be the Arrma Mojave. And then on my right is the crate. Excuse the dust. I've been kind of driving and bashing. I am in the war room. So you guys can see there basically how much longer the Mojave is than a Creighton. And if we get in a little closer, you guys can see a little bit of the size difference there. I did show in the unboxing as far as the Creighton chassis compared or layered over top of the Mojave chassis, but I'll go ahead and get that out and show that to you guys again. All right, so here we go again real quick with the Creighton chassis layered over top of the Mojave chassis. So you guys see the endpoint there and how much longer the Mojave is. That chassis probably cuts off probably right about where my index finger is. So this is longer than the Creighton, and you guys can see that it is wider too. I mentioned in my video in the live stream or even in the unboxing where I talked about how much bigger the Mojave is than the Creighton. And this chassis is 3 millimeters on the Creighton and the Mojave is 4 millimeters. And of course, I haven't had any bends. I mentioned that to you guys on the Mojave chassis, but I want to show this to you guys. And then what I'll do is get out my infraction next and show that to you. So here it is right here compared to my infraction. And you see it's about the same length. The thing that makes the Mojave a little bit longer is going to be this front bumper that's way up here. It makes it probably about a ½ inch or so longer than the infraction. And it is a little bit wider as well. If I take this infraction and I just try to put this, balance this on top of this, side tire to side tire, you guys see that I'll probably have about, I'd say about a ½ inch or so, more in the width wise as far as compared to the infraction as well. But I'll be doing a more in-depth comparisons of these two at a later date. There's similarities as far as transmission and stuff goes. And even this chassis brace here, I believe, based on some information I was looking at, I gotta revisit that these chassis braces are the same, but I have to revisit that to make sure. But there are similarities in particular parts that are on the Mojave that are on other Arrma cars. And there's a couple of things that are a little bit different and unique. And then the last thing I'm going to do is some people have been asking me about, can the infraction body fit on the Mojave? So I'll show that to you guys too. All right. So unless you plan on doing a lot of trimming and stuff, that is the infraction body on top of the Mojave. Of course, it could be centered out a little bit better, but because of the bumpers and stuff that are on the Mojave, you're going to have to do a lot of cutting on the infraction body to actually fit this on a Mojave. So you guys have to think about that as well. It could fit. I know somebody out there will do some trimming and stuff to make it fit, but I think it may look a little awkward if you do that. Because the bumpers are going to stick out from the rear and stuff. Unless you take the bumpers off, that'll help this to fit a little bit better, at least this body to fit better on the Mojave. So anyway, guys, I wanted to kind of show this to you guys. I know there's been several questions about it. People kind of been curious about it. People got some on order and they're coming in really soon. So they kind of wanted to know some size comparisons and stuff like that as well. So of course, this is going to be smaller than like an X Max or something. X Max is like 6 scale and this is 7 scale. So there are differences in size with that. But just so you guys know, I can pull a short course. Let me pull a short course truck out real quick. All right. So last comparisons, of course, on my right is going to be my Centon 3S BLX and on the left is going to be the Mojave. So you guys clearly see that there's huge differences in the size of those. So anyway, guys, wanted to show this to you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, put your comments down below and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching.